In this session, we are going to cover the iteration or loop statement, and let us see the different forms of iteration in the incremental one or even the decremental one, and also the iteration over a text or even over a number. So we can start with iteration or what is called loop as well. We can use for, we can use while, we can use do while. Okay, and there are many forms, but we will only in this session we'll cover only for and while statement. So let me keep while statement here. We'll come to it later. Okay, and we'll start with the for loop or the for statement. Okay, now for something we call it I in range, and this range it refers to the number of iterations. And normally it starts from 0. And actually the structure of this one, it's the default value is 0 up to 5, and here incremental plus 1. Okay, and this is exactly the same if I write, for example, for I in range of if range of 5. So these two statements are the same, because this one, the default value is starting point or starting value is 0, and the incremental is plus 1. Okay, so you can use any you are free to use any form of these. Okay, so you can decide the starting value, or you can use the default one that start from 0. So here in this example I can say print I. So let us see if it print only the values, that is 0 up to 4. So keep in mind that it will goes to n minus 1, which means that it will reach only to 4. So if you want to somehow include 5, you can keep this one as 6, for example. It's up to you. It's your decision. Or you can keep this 5 here, and in this one I don't like to display 0, so I can incremental by 1. So it will be, take the first value 0 plus 1, it will be 1, 1 plus 1, it will be 2, and so forth. Okay, so this is the incremental form of for loop. Now, what if I would like to do the same thing, this incremental, but this time step 2? What do you mean by step 2? I want to start from 1, say for example, and I want to finish or end by, let us say 7, and I want to increment by 2. So let us see here. Let me just remove this one, give it I only. So 1, 3, 5. Okay, what happened here? I said start from 1, end in 7 minus 1, which is 6, and incremental by 2, which means that it will start 1 and then it will add 2, it will be 3. Okay, so still 3 less than 6, the value of n minus 1 here. Okay, so it will print 3, then it will add again or jump again by 2, it will be 5. A check, is 5 less than 6? Yes, true. It will print 5, it will jump again 2, 2 plus 5, it's 7, and 7 is less than 6. We said that here this value is n minus 1, n minus 1. What do you mean by n minus 1? Means that the ending point will not be 7 as we write here, it will be 6. This is the rule. So we cannot, if you need to include 7, then in this case you have to add 8. It's your decision. Okay, so this is the output of this code, as we can see here. Now, what if you said, hey, I want to apply this but using a while? Can I apply this using a while? Yes. Let us see this example here. But in this case, I will say that I equal to 0. Okay, this is my starting point. I will reapply or rewrite this code exactly using a while. So this variable here, the default or starting point that we said, if you remember, we said starting from 0 up to 5. So this 0 is a starting point. I will keep it in a variable I. outside the while. And then in the while here, we need to check if I less than what, less than 5. This is the stopping case that reach to if it reach to 5, it will stop. The condition will stop this loop or iteration. Okay, so now I want to do what? I want to print what, I plus 1. I said I will apply the same thing exactly. Now I need to increment the I, because in the for loop this is the incremental value, but here in the while I need to write the incremental. So we can write I plus plus. Okay, so or we can write I plus equal 1. So we can write also I plus equal 1. So you can use any form of these two forms. Okay. Okay, let me this one. Now let us run. You see, I get the same result: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same result that you can see from the for loop and from the while as well. Okay. Now let me move forward to more about the iterative loop. Okay, what if I would like um, to print in reverse? So I want to print, okay, or iterate in reverse order. I want to iterate in reverse order. Okay, so I can for I in range of 15 up to 0 minus 2. So here I want to iterate from 15 backward up to 0, but not up to 0 actually, up to the step that is before 0. And the step before 0 is 1, because we are moving backward. Okay, we are moving backward from 15 up to 0. So the last step before 0 is 1. So it should stop at 1 actually. So in this case, I want to print what, the I value. Let us run here. You see it goes 15, 13, 11, and so forth up to 1. This is a reverse iteration processing. Of course, I can keep it whatever the number. I can say in reverse, but jump in 5. So it will be 5, 10, 15, sorry, 15, 10, 5. It depends on what you need, okay, or whatever the values that you need to jump in. Here, minus 4, for example, okay. Now, what if I would like to print or iterate over a string? So here, iterate over string values. So if I set, for example, here name that is equal to or item name that is equal to banana. Okay, so for I, or for I can see letter in name. For each letter in name, what you want to do, I want to print the letter. Okay, so let us run. You can see that it print the keyword banana, as we can see here, the keyword banana. What if you would like to print the same thing, the keyword banana, but you want to print actually the letters in horizontal, not in vertical? So you can simply add comma and equal to space. So in this case, it will print these letters in horizontal, not in vertical. Okay, so this print direct vertical, because each print will goes to a new line. In this one, I'm saying that don't go to a new line, add only spaces and continue in horizontal. So what if I said, okay, I want to do this printing, but I don't need to create a variable. I don't need to create a variable. Simply, for each letter, okay, in here, I will write banana, that my data or my string direct. And it can be banana, it can be welcome to Dubai, for example. Um, for example, I am from Egypt, something like that. So you can write whatever you need. Okay, so right here, so it just iterate over the letters, okay, in the string, as we can see here. So welcome to Cairo, You see here, if I want to just keep it in horizontal, I need to add here end that is equal to, I can give a simple space here. Welcome to Cairo. Okay. Okay, this is another form here. What if I would like to iterate, okay, but in reverse order, okay, in a string, but in reverse order, okay? So for example here, iterate in a string in reverse order. So I can see here name that is equal to Ahmed, say for example, and now here I will not iterate. There are built-in functions that can help me in this, but I will not cover it now, okay? But I will use the index because each letter here, each letter, this in Ahmed, okay, A is in index 0, H index 1, M is index 2, E is index 3, D is index 4. So each letter has an index, okay? So the A letter string, always the first letter in the string start with 0, okay? So this is the index of the string, okay? So let me just write it here for you. So this one 0, H is 1, M is 2, E is 3, T is 4. The index of the letter. Okay, so now I can see for I in range of. Range of what? How many letters we have in this string? Okay, now it's 2, 4, 5. But we said that the last index we have here is 4. This is the highest index, is 4. So I will go up to 4. Okay, but I will reach to -1 and -1. Why -1 and -1 here? Because this -1, I know that the first letter, that is A, is 0. So I want to reach to 0. And since this function, it takes me to n minus 1, okay, and which means that the step direct before this number and the step direct before -1 is 0, or the number that is directly before -1 is 0, okay? So we keep this -1. Then why this also -1? Because I want to move reverse in reverse order one step. So I want to print but in reverse one step. So I will write here print. Now again, what you will print here? I will print name, and now I will print the index. Okay. So if you want to print vertical, that's all. If you want to print in horizontal, as we already said before. So now, as you can see here, it's a start with D, E, M, H, and E. Now, if you want to print in a reverse but in horizontal, so simply, as we already said, add a comma end that is equal to double quotation. So as we can see here, this is the reverse name of Ahmed, Demha, okay? Say for example something like this, okay? Now what if I would like to um, create a break or a continue statement? I will add another video about break and continue statements. See you on the next session.